Imagine turning the Fashion Awards red carpet into a joint pregnancy reveal. In bra tops and lace nightie energy dresses, with your baby daddies a decade younger standing next to you, and half the internet screaming goddess, while the other half types, gross, put it away. That is exactly what just happened with Ellie Goulding and Sienna Miller. Two women in their late 30s and early 40s, two younger partners, two bare baby bumps, one blue carpet, and thousands of comments arguing about whether this is empowering, embarrassing, or just desperate for attention. So let's break down what actually went down at the 2025 Fashion Awards, why people are so mad about a couple of bellies, and what this says about age, motherhood, and how famous women are allowed to exist. First, the moment. Ellie Goulding shows up at the Royal Albert Hall in London in a black crop top and culottes, full bump out. Nothing subtle maternity about it. She's 38, already has a 4-year-old son Arthur with her ex-husband Casper Jopling. And now she's pregnant again with her new boyfriend, 28-year-old actor Beau Minniear, who she's only been publicly dating for about 6 months. People were already side-eyeing how fast that moved. Now she's on the carpet with the whole belly on display and Beau the toy boy in the background like, yup, that escalated quickly. Then, as if that wasn't enough, Sienna Miller walks in. She's 43, wearing what is basically a lilac lace see-through nightgown, bump completely visible. She's expecting her second child with 28-year-old actor Oli Green, who she's been with for a few years. She already has a 12-year-old daughter Marlo with ex-fiancé Tom Sturridge. So in the space of a few minutes, the Fashion Awards turned into a double surprise, we're pregnant with younger guys show, and the comments section went feral. On one side, you've got the people saying they look stunning, motherhood is beautiful, let them celebrate their joy, and leave pregnant women alone. A lot of Sienna fans in particular think she looks glowing and love that she's having another baby in her 40s. But scroll a little more and it gets dark fast. You see comments calling them desperate attention seekers, undignified, gross, and starved for relevance. People are saying things like, I'm sick of these pregnant women parading around like they're the only people to ever have a baby. Just announce it, don't show it, and is this fashion or OnlyFans? Ellie especially is getting dragged for how fast this all happened. It's been about a year and a half since she split from Casper. She confirmed Beau in September, and now she's pregnant by December. You see comments like, pregnant after 6 months, classy. And very irresponsible to do that with someone you barely know when you already have a young child. There's also a lot of age policing, people saying things like, they're way too old for this. Poor kids, their mums will be 60 when they're in school, and complaining that women in their 40s having babies with younger guys is wrong, while ignoring that men do this literally all the time without the same outrage. And then of course, the double standard, nobody is yelling at Beau and Oli for becoming dads again or for their outfits, but Ellie and Sienna, every inch of their bodies, their clothes, their relationships, and their fertility is up for public review. So what's actually going on underneath all this noise? Part of this is obviously just celebrity attention culture. If you want headlines in 2025, you don't quietly post a black and white ultrasound pic on Instagram. You show up at one of the biggest fashion events of the year with your bump out and let every camera on earth capture it. It's a PR move. Let's not pretend it's not. But whether you see that as empowering or thirsty, usually says more about you than about them. If you grew up in a time where pregnancy meant tent dresses and cover-up gear, you'll catch your death. Seeing exposed baby bumps at formal events is going to feel shocking and maybe even offensive. If you're from a younger Instagram generation where bump shoots, crop tops, and bodycon pregnancy dresses are normal, you're probably just like, cute, whatever. Then there's the toy boy angle. The media absolutely loves that phrase. Ellie, 38, with Beau, 28. Sienna, 43, with Oli, 28. Flip the genders and it's just actor, 52, welcomes baby with 28-year-old model. But when it's older women and younger men, suddenly it's headlines, side eyes, and fertility goddess sarcasm. A lot of the comments aren't actually about the clothes at all. They're about punishing women for breaking the script. You're not supposed to have babies this late. You're not supposed to move on this fast. You're not supposed to be proud of your bump, especially if you're not 25 and married to your high school sweetheart. You're supposed to quietly disappear into mum mode and age out of the spotlight. Ellie and Sienna are refusing to do that. You can love it or hate it, but that's why people are so triggered. It's a clash between old school ideas of dignity and new school ideas of visibility. There's also a weird thing happening where celebrities can never win. If they hide their pregnancy and keep it private, people call them secretive, cold, or using surrogates they won't admit to. If they show their pregnancy, people call them narcissists and gross. If they dress modestly, they're boring. If they dress like Ellie and Sienna did, they're trash. It's like the internet is just waiting for any excuse to say you're doing womanhood wrong. So what do you think is really happening here? Are Ellie Goulding and Sienna Miller two women celebrating their pregnancies in their own way at a huge fashion event? Or are they using their unborn babies as red carpet accessories because they're desperate for attention and headlines? Is this empowering, cringe, or a bit of both? Let me know in the comments. Would you ever wear a bump-out dress like this to a big event? Or do you think this crossed the line from fashion into pure publicity stunt?